Hello, YouTube. My name is Desmond. I'm here at work. Currently, I'm a respiratory therapist, and I decided to start a YouTube channel. And basically, that was because anytime you look up anything pertaining to respiratory, what we do, um, what are our hours, how much do we make, all this information about respiratory, nobody ever knows. And you look up information on YouTube, you don't ever see any. So, um, I just feel like this is going to be a good way to have some insight on what really happens at a hospital, what respiratory therapists really do, and really give you all an inside look to our daily job. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's go. So, just a little bit about me. I've been a respiratory therapist now for 8 years, going on 9 years. Very worthwhile career. You guys got any questions, just let me know. I try to answer them to the best of my ability. Um, why get into respiratory? Well, my brother's actually a respiratory therapist. He did this first. And I was like, man, you got a cool job, man. You get to help save people's lives and, really help people. For the most part, that's what most people get into any type of healthcare field for, is to help people and, of course, to make money. But it's also to help people. And I like helping people. So I gave it a shot. And here I am 8 years later. Um, then worked at some big facilities, some smaller facilities, and kind of done a little bit of everything. I would like to say a well-rounded therapist, but when you get into respiratory, you kind of throw it into all the areas of respiratory without you saying, oh, that's what I want to do, I don't want to do. Most of the time, especially in these smaller rural areas, you kind of get put into situations where you have opportunity to learn and to do anything that you really want to. But I really love respiratory. I love my field. Um, I think if I didn't love it, I would have already changed. But I haven't. It's been something that has been rewarding, not just financially, but also, the smiles you put on people's faces, and also um, when you have somebody on life support and you actually, a few days later can talk to them and tell them, what happened, and what you tried to do to help them. And the gratitude that they have for you for doing that is, I'm telling you, it's a feeling you will never ever get until you do something like that. So also, when you have some of those crazy accidents or things happen to people and they come in to the emergency room, and they call you down to the emergency room, and you have a cardiac arrest or some type of situation like that, and you get to try your best to save someone's life, and you be a part of that, and you actually succeed. That is a feeling that, I don't think anything else can give you, maybe except for like having your child or something. But it's definitely a rewarding feeling. And then to get a check at the end of the day, um, it's awesome. No, hardly any words to describe it. But at the same time, it's with everything you do, there are some drawbacks. There are some sad points, some negative points. Even with patient care, it can get sad sometimes. And that's the thing with respiratory. Everyone's your patient. You have geriatric all the way to neonatal. So you have to learn how to treat everybody and do everything for whoever your patient is. But sometimes things don't work out. So as we learn each other and you guys ask questions, we'll jump into that. We'll jump into some of those topics, see what you guys like to know. Just ask me, and I try my best to really answer these questions and give you some in-depth stories. Here at the hospital, because of patient information, you really can't just say, oh, this person in the hospital. But I can tell you some of their history, and try to fill you into what's going on with them without telling you who they are. And that way you can go along with the journey on how respiratory helps treat the patient, how we can try to help make them better, so they can go home, they can manage whatever illness or disease that they have. That way they have a better quality of life. So you guys just hit me up in the comment section. Just let me know what's going on. Um, have some questions, man. Let's talk. Let's get this thing going. So currently here at work, um, I got probably about 6 or 7 patients today. Uh, a few with some uh, COPD exacerbations. Also got a couple asthma patients and one surgery patient. But mostly not much going on today. Just a few breathing treatments here and there. Um, just really on break, trying to see what I can see. But while I'm on break, I'd just like to give y'all a little brief update on what I'm up to today. Haven't been crazy busy like it has been normally. As you can see, we got our equipment right here. We got some ventilators and some BiPAPs. And I know y'all gonna kill me in the comment section. Nah, it ain't the newest of the new. It's some actually pretty old stuff. The only thing we pretty got new is our EKG machines, which here we do EKGs. In some hospitals I know we don't do EKGs, but here we do. It's a much smaller hospital in rural South Georgia, so I guess they got to get their money's worth. But yeah, not too busy today. No crazy major traumas, or haven't had air evac or life flight or air life or whatever you call it from where we from. Nothing like that today. So far, a pretty good day. But of course, when you say the Q word, things always seem to jump off. So I don't want to say that Q word. But got about 6 more hours. Here we do 12-hour shifts. Some places you do 8s, but yeah. Block schedule, 12-hour shifts. It seems like forever. Been here since 6:40 this morning. Won't leave till 7 o'clock tonight. And man, it looks like a beautiful day, but it's always a beautiful day when you're at work. They ain't never rainy and nasty outside when you off, so that's how it goes. But I'll check back in with you all later when we get something crazy happen.